So I realize video games are everywhere nowadays. You can't go anywhere with or to anyone's house without seeing a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360. But back when I was in grade school and high school, when that was the age that you could play video games, uh, we had mainly computers. I remember there was a Nintendo and Sega, of course. Played those all the time. But PlayStation 2 was still the new thing when I was getting ready to graduate high school. So 2001 comes along, and I'm still playing Half-Life, which is a first-person shooter game, and it was one of the first games you could play with all your friends online, and so my buddy Ed could be, at his house, and my buddy John could be at his house, and I could be at my house. We're all playing online. It was a big deal. It was a new thing at the time, and it was really hard. It was really awful lag, uh, but that was what we had, and it was a good time. So once I got in the military in 2001, uh, it was before 9/11. So I'm thinking, it's going to be an easy road. I'm going to play video games all the time. I'm going to go through the military. I'm going to get my college money. Eventually, I'll come back, go to school. Everything's going to be golden. Well, 6 months after I get in, 9/11 happens. And for the next 2 years, I'm doing nothing but training operations, getting ready for war. So 2003, we go to war. I'm in the very front. I'm pushing, through the front lines the whole way, and get to Babylon finally in about June. And Babylon's where I'm going to stay for the whole summer. So when I get there, there's nothing there. For any of you guys who know what Babylon is, it's an ancient city in Iraq, and it's right on the edge of the Euphrates River. So in July, on the edge of the Euphrates River, it's really hot and really muggy, and there's lots of mosquitoes. So we were pretty down at the time. Then all of a sudden, all these contractors come in. We start getting good food. We get a tent, a huge tent with AC. So we put all of our cots in there. Finally, after 6 months of being out in this Iraqi heat, we're finally in tents with air conditioning. So we find ourselves a TV, and then we get a DVD player. Next thing you know, we're watching movies all the time. This guy's happy at night. We can sleep. Things are getting pretty good, right? Well, they were about to get a little better because I like to acquire stuff. I felt like it was a duty to go and find stuff and bring it back for the benefit of the whole group. So to me, video games was something that I really missed. And when I heard an opportunity that there was a convoy going to this army base that was at this college about 2 hours away from Al-Hilla or Babylon, I was on that. So as soon as we get to this army base, I go to the dispersing clerk. And what a dispersing clerk does is he gives you money, basically just cash. And since I hadn't spent a dime in 6 months, I had a lot of money to burn. So I get out $400. I head over to the BX, go inside, and once you know, as soon as I walk in, sitting right there is this brand new Xbox and just hanging out. So I grab the Xbox, I get 2 controllers, and I grab Halo. So this is new to me. At the time, this is a brand new. Xbox had just come out in 2002. There was a couple guys that had it, but the majority of us had never even touched it. And Halo was one of the best first-person shooters ever to come out. It still is. I think so. It still is. So I go get that, come back, get back to the tent, and once everyone saw it, they freaked out. I don't think that Xbox turned off for the next at least 3 months.